Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading. I'm doing this one a bit later than usual. It's been a very busy day, and Tessa's putting herself to bed rather loudly behind me in a place where she shouldn't be putting herself to bed, but it doesn't matter. It's a cold night. She's in her pajamas. She has made a little nest for herself. If you hear strange scratchings and rumblings, that is what's going on in the background. I have the Crow Tarot out on the tarot table for this particular reading. It's the only reading I'm going to be able to do tonight. As I say, it's a little bit late here for me. Got the Crow Tarot out. It's a good gossip tarot. It's good at looking at rumours and things that one hears perhaps on a YouTube channel by someone called Neil Sean, and one scratches one's head and wonders, really? Can it be? And the puzzlement comes from the rumour that Michelle Obama has been asked by Penguin Random House as part of his PR, his publicity, to interview Prince Harry about his book. They are, of course, both in the same stable, both published by Penguin Random House. She, a very accomplished author, very successful author, enormously respected, highly regarded, blockbuster sales for the previous book. This one expected to do the same. Prince Harry, on the other hand, unknown quantity, not capable of writing his own memoirs. What has he accomplished in his life that require a memoir? We were all puzzled about that. But I had to hire someone to write his memoir. All kinds of conflict around it and confusion, and will it or won't it be published this year? Now apparently it's coming out around about the same time as Michelle Obama's book. So two for the price of one. Penguin Random House, one more shuffle, seem to be thinking that they can use the good author to shore up the bad one. They of course have paid enormous sums of money to Prince Harry, allegedly in the form of an advance. They need to recoup their money somehow, so why not use Michelle Obama? And it's the case with publishing houses that very often one best-selling author props up all the rest. But the first time that I have heard of the best-selling author actually having to lower themselves to interview the rotten author that the publishing company has paid enormous sums of money to, so that the publishing company can recoup their losses. That's, of course, my opinion. And let's remind you that this is a tarot reading for entertainment purposes, or just my rather snarky opinion at the moment. I'm feeling extra snarky at the moment. And disclaimer in the box below. And we have the Crow Tarot out. We have 7 cards. I'm doing a 7-card reading. I'm reading the situation around this interview. Prince Harry up here, Michelle Obama here. Mystery question: who's behind this rumor? Is it true? Is it Prince Harry? Is it Meghan Markle? Is it coming from the publishers themselves? What's the source of it all? And the outcome, will we be seeing an interview between one very highly regarded author and one failed prince? And we do know, as I stare at the underlying card, we do know, I'll just put the whole lot there so I'm not fiddling with them in the background and people think that I'm fiddling with the deck, stacking the deck. What do you call it? Is it stacking the deck? Anyway, we do know that Michelle Obama put out quite a harsh statement after the Oprah interview about family and the importance of family and the importance of sorting out one's problems with family within the family, and not going on Oprah and giving lying, essentially lying. So highly disapproving of the way Harry and Meghan behaved on the Oprah interview. Also, we know that Harry and Meghan were not invited to the 60th birthday party, and they did try their best to score an invite. Lots of little puff pieces about they'll be going, they're such besties. So things seem to be rather estranged between the Harkles and the Obamas. So that is that. Let's have a look at the underlying energy for this reading about this interview, this potential interview. 4 of Pentacles, and that's hanging on for dear life. And I would say that that is the publisher and also Prince Harry hanging on for dear life to the connection because of money. Want money, need money. It's a greedy card. It's the miser card. We need to hang on to our pentacles. You can see a city skyline in the background. It does look sort of New Yorkish, it does look American rather than British. And the Four of Pentacles is, as I say, hanging on for dear life. You cannot prize those pentacles out of that crow's claws, wings, and publisher needs to hang on to their prize author, their prize possession, their pentacles. Harry trying to hang on for dear life to the connection with Michelle and Barack Obama. I don't think, my personal opinion, that the feeling is reciprocated, but we will find out. So let's have a look and see the just general energy, the situation around this interview. And we get the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is essentially the royal family card. It's the Taurus, it's the Queen. It is the teacher, it is the person who has the gates, the keys to the castle to some extent, but also the keys to insight and wisdom and learning and the way and the truth. It's doing the right thing, the Hierophant. It's learning your lessons, it's being wise, it's being ethical, it's being evolved, ascending, all of those things. So we're talking about an interview, and we have the royal family very clearly in this card. We have the idea that there is somebody who is in very high status, because it's a status card, the Hierophant. That would be Michelle Obama. She's the one with all the status. She's the one with the keys. She's the one with the power and the authority. She's the one who is in the position of a teacher, certainly not Prince Harry. So it's about her. It's about riding on the back of her status, her authority, the high path that she has chosen in life, her prestige, piggybacking onto the back of that. That the publisher is wanting to do to recoup their losses, to make sure that they hang on to at least 4 pentacles out of a maximum of 10 pentacles. So let's see, we've got Prince Harry up here. First of all, I want to know from the universe through the Crow Tarot how Prince Harry feels about his relationship with Michelle Obama. How would he describe it? What is going on from his point of view? Are they besties? Not at all. 10 of Cups in reverse. This is the worst possible kind of emotion. The 10 of Cups in reverse. It's a big falling out. It's a big disappointment. It's crashing down. 10 of Cups is the happy ever after card. Things couldn't be better when it's upright. It's bliss, it's euphoria, it's down the yellow brick road together. But the card is in the reverse. This is a massive upheaval, a massive disappointment for him. He's been shunned by them. He's been left out of their happy ever after, and he knows it. And he himself is very wounded, very sore about it. 10 of Cups in reverse is a massive disappointment and feeling left out, feeling heartbroken, and not feeling the love. He's not feeling the love. So what are his expectations, his hopes for this interview? Does he even think about it? Is it something that's in his consciousness? Oh dear. We have here the 9. Just checking my Roman numerals, because when I'm upside down, I read them wrong sometimes. The 9 of Swords, which is the nightmare, the worry card. And it's in the reverse. He is extremely stressed. He's extremely anxious. This book is bringing him nothing but trouble. His life is bringing him nothing but trouble at the moment. Tossing and turning, nightmares. He would like, if possible, to get himself out of this stressful situation, this high anxiety that he's in. When the card is in the reverse, it is the attempt to end the dream, end the nightmare. And for him it would be, if he could manage to persuade this Hierophant sitting there that she really should waste an hour of her time interviewing him, it would solve a lot of his problems. He would be able to sleep easier knowing that she is actually backing him. It's not a done deal. We'll ask and see what's going on. He's in a bad state. He's in a bad emotional state, and he's in a bad mental state with these cards. And of course, my opinion, He knows that the relationship has been severely damaged with Michelle Obama, and he is not expecting her to say, yes, what a fine idea, I'd be happy to help. Of course, you're one of my favorite people, you're so deserving. He knows, tossing and turning in his bed at night, his lonely little bed, I would say, perhaps under the stairs, alone with the dogs, that all is not well in his world, and she certainly would be hesitant to help with that card. He's not confident at all that he's going to get a positive outcome from this puff piece that has been floated. How does Michelle Obama feel about Harry? Same questions. How does she feel about him as a human being? The Wheel of Fortune, and it's quite funny, Chancer is coming to my mind. He's after the big payday. He's after the big bucks. He is trying to change his luck, and he's trying to trade on his name, his heritage, his status, because also him in there in the royal family, of course. He's trying to trade on all of that to change his fortune, to turn things around. She's very aware of it. She sees it for what it is. It's rather desperate. The Wheel of Fortune is a lucky card, generally. It's Jupiter, but it's also trying your luck. And she sees that he's trying his luck with this whole thing. At big time, trying his luck. Trying to turn things around, trying to fix the mess that he's made of his life, my opinion, possibly also Michelle Obama's opinion, according to these cards. It's a gambling card as well, the Wheel of Fortune, even when it's upright, and in this context of all the other cards, and the hanging on to pentacles and hanging on for dear life to connections, situations that benefited you in the past. She sees it for what it is. I've said that, and I've said it many times over now, so let's move on to the next card, which is, how does she feel about this interview? Is it, oh yes, what a fine idea, happy to help, yes, I'll roll up my sleeves and do something, and hell no. We get the Fool in reverse. Absolutely not. She thinks it's a stupid idea. Stupid idea. The Fool in reverse is stupid, reckless, rash, erratic. But also, the Fool, when it's upright, is fresh starts, new ventures, off you go, happy with your little backpack, and off you go, tripping along, not seeing the pitfalls ahead, but confident, curious, adventurous. The Fool in reverse, you don't get that fresh start. She is not interested. She's not interested in helping him. She doesn't think he deserves it. She thinks he's a chancer. He's trying his luck. He's after the money. He's right to be tossing and turning at night with that Nine of Swords in reverse. He's absolutely right to be worried, chewing his fingernails. She is not going to give him another chance with the Fool in reverse. There is the Hierophant. That's the royal family. That's the Queen. We do know from comments that Michelle Obama has made that she is a fan, a supporter of the Queen. We've seen it. We've seen them together. We have seen Michelle Obama and the Queen getting on like a house on fire. Very cozy, very connected. Both earth sign women, both done their duty, both put duty ahead sometimes perhaps of their own personal happiness. They made a connection. She's not going to forget about it. She's not going to let that Fool erode this very important connection in her life. And higher purpose as well, the Hierophant. It's all kinds of higher things when it is upright, like it is in this reading. Who is behind this story? Is it Penguin Random House? Is it Meghan? Is it Harry? Is it Neil Sean? Who is behind this tale? And we get a broken-hearted person with the Three of Swords. A broken-hearted person with the Three of Swords. Somebody who is trying to recover from terrible disappointment and betrayal. Somebody, I would say, called Meghan Markle, with those three swords through her heart. She has been betrayed by a lot of people recently, in her opinion. In her opinion. I'm reading energy. That's what the cards do for me. They are just keys to unlock energy and give me insight into what people might be feeling, thinking, that sort of thing. We have the Three of Swords in reverse. Meghan of the broken heart. Meghan, who feels betrayed by her friends, by the people who spoke to Tom Bower, And there's been an article in Heat magazine, Heat World, that says that Harry and Meghan are still trying to come to terms with the trauma of this book, this nasty book, as they describe it. I have it here in my home. I've been so busy I haven't been able to actually start reading it, but I do have it, my copy. She's feeling very betrayed. She's feeling very hurt. She's feeling wounded and exposed. And so this is, in my opinion, speculating here, coming from Meghan's broken heart, trying to heal her sense of betrayal. And of course, also betrayed, not just by Tom Bower and the people who spoke to Tom Bower, the 80 or so sources who were prepared to go on the record for him, but also betrayed by the Obamas. Didn't invite to the birthday party, didn't participate in that ridiculous 40 by 40 thing that she cooked up for her 40th birthday last year. Michelle Obama did kind of scold her after the Oprah interview. She was pretty forthright in her opinion. The Queen, of course, said recollections may vary. The Michelle Obama did say something about you should sort out these things behind closed doors in the bosom of your family. I'm misquoting terribly, but that was the gist of it as far as I can remember. So, outcome of all of this. Are we going to see a happy little interview released by the publishers on YouTube? We did see Meghan reading The Bench. They forced her to go and sit in the Olive Garden under that tree of life, that fake tree, according to Tom Bower's book that was photoshopped in to Harriman's photo of pregnant Meghan. But they forced her to go and read The Bench on YouTube. Lots of dislikes. They had to stop comments. They had to take it down. Well, I think could be misremembering that as well. But of course, recollections may vary, and it doesn't seem to matter if you forget things now. Just make up any old trash and then say it was your subjective opinion, because the truth is subjective, isn't it, Meghan? Outcome. And we get the Six of Pentacles. There is some hope here for Prince Harry, despite the fact that Michelle Obama is really opposed to the whole thing and doesn't want to give him the time of day. Very clear here. She's got a very, very low opinion of him. But the Six of Pentacles is about balance. It's about giving. It's about sharing. Sharing your abundance. It's normally a very wealthy person handing out crumbs to beggars. She may give him a little something. It may not be a full-blown interview, but it looks as if her higher nature, the Hierophant, is going to think, give him crumbs. I'll give him some crumbs. I will actually help out just a little, just a tiny bit, just so that I'm not seen as being an absolute bitch. So there is a possibility here. There is a possibility of a little bit of help coming Harry's way from Michelle Obama. A little bit of help. And maybe she'll write something for the book cover, a quote or something like that. But that's quite a large thing to do. Something is in the air here with that Six of Pentacles. Something that she may just decide to be a little bit generous, a little bit kind. He is down and out. He is rich. We all see it. We all see it. So perhaps even to help the royal family, she might do it in a weird way. That thought came to me, so I express it. I try not to censor myself too much here on this channel. And that is the reading. One of those surprise endings that are popping up a lot lately. Terrible energy, and then you get this, oh well, we'll give them a little break just at the end. I'm seeing it not just in royal readings, I'm seeing it out there in the world, my own life, other people's lives, people who are not necessarily, you would suspect, the most deserving of charity and kindness, are getting little bits of it. I say we're in this for learning. We are in it for learning. Act from your higher self. Help people out, even people who are chancers, who are fools, who are up to no good. Everybody, somewhere along the line, needs a helping hand. that's the message from universe. I'm going to get the giggles now. I have to go away. Thank you for watching as ever, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow.